What's up, guys? Jesse here, back to my channel, and tonight we'll be doing a Raw review for if you saw my mouth open, I'm sorry, my VR box fell down. Um, yeah, so welcome back and stuff. Did y'all miss me? No, I'm kidding. Um, sorry there was no view for Collision because of the NBA and all that stuff, and so hope you guys didn't get confused on it or whatever. But let's go ahead and get to it then with Monday Night Raw, all that stuff. So the first match they did right away. Which is Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. But before that, we see main event Jey Uso backstage arriving to the building yelling "Yeet." We also see the Judgment Day arriving to the show. Anyways, so yeah, I was going to get to the first match, which is Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Excuse me, sorry. Inside the arena, we hear the sword slides, and then Drew McIntyre theme hits. Out comes the Scottish Warrior as Pat McAfee joins Cole on commentary for our opening contest. He sells in the ring as the graphic for the men's Elimination Chamber match, which McIntyre is in, flashes on the screen. The theme for Cody Rhodes hits next, and out comes the American Nightmare 2 fireworks and pyro as fans in Anaheim sing along with his song as he makes his way to the ring for this big opening match on this week's show. After the bell sounds, these two immediately get after it. Cody hits a disaster kick and a Cody cutter early on. Early on, getting off to a strong start. In this one, McIntyre takes over for a minute or two until Cody gets him trapped in a figure four headlock. McIntyre turns it and Cody gets to the ropes to break it up. On that note, we head to a mid-match commercial break with Cole saying Cody's in trouble. When we return from the break, it is all McIntyre dominating the action for a few minutes until finally Cody hits a Cody Cutter to shift the momentum in his favor. He hits another one for a close near fall. Cody looks for Crossroads, but McIntyre counters it. Cody builds up a full head of steam and clothesline McIntyre himself over the top rope and out to the floor. When we then head to a second mid-match commercial break, I feel like it was a 5 minute during watching that match. So yeah, whatever. Anyways, as we self in from the latest break, we see some back and forth action. McIntyre hits a big sit out powerbomb for a close 2 count. I'm not sure this match is ever going to end, say McAfee, as the fans break out in a loud "This is awesome" chant. McIntyre goes for a future shock DDT, but Cody counters and connects with the pedigree. Both guys are down and slow to get up as we see an aerial shot from the top of the Honda Center. Cody goes for another Cody Cutter, but McIntyre counters with a Glasgow kiss. He hits a future shock DDT for a close near fall attempt. The fans chant "We want tables" as Drew heads to the top rope. Cody cuts him off and follows him up there. He connects with a big superplex for a big pop. Cody hits a Super Cody Cutter off the top rope for a really close 2 count. Cody picks McIntyre up, but sees Jimmy Uso running down. He knocks him off the apron and picks McIntyre up again, only for Sikoa to hit him with a Samoan spike from behind. McIntyre hits a Claymore kick and gets the win. So yeah, Drew McIntyre won the match. After the match, we see some hype for the women's elimination chamber last chance battle royal for the final spot in the women's chamber match at the WWE this weekend in Perth. We then head to a pre-match commercial break. When we return, we see photos of the WWE Golden Title on celebrities and sports star at NBA All-Star Weekend, including McAfee, who jokes on that the guy who asked him to take the picture had no idea he worked for WWE. We then see the latest Andrade vignette. He has the El Idolo back on his name. McAfee then uses a telestrator to take us through the finish of the Cody Drew opener, which saw the Bloodline interfere. Adam Pearce checks on Cody backstage and assures him the Bloodline have been ejected and fined. He asks if there's anything he can do. Cody says he's good. Seth Rollins walks up next to him. After everyone leaves, he reminds him, without saying a word, that he can beat his Shield. Alright, second match is the last chance battle royal for Women's Elimination Chamber. Now we head back inside the Honda Center where Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler made their way down to the ring as the first two to get in the ring for the last chance battle royal for the final spot in the women's chamber match. Raquel Rodriguez theme hits and she makes her return as another entrant. We head to a pre-match break as the rest of the competitors make their way out. When we return, we see a video package hyping the 8-man bout later tonight. Back in the arena, we see the ring is packed with everyone in the Battle Royal. Zelina Vega comes out, and then Chelsea Green comes out, as well as Natalia. The bell rings, and off we go. Maxine Dupree and Valhalla are some of the early eliminators. Raquel Rodriguez is throwing a lot of bodies over the top rope. Ouch, I bit my tongue. After another top big elimination for the returning women's superstar, we head into a mid-match commercial break as the match continues. When we return, we see Zelina Vega tossed out and then Elektra Lopez is eliminated. The two brawl to the back after being thrown out. Baszler and Stark teaming up to eliminations. Rodriguez gets a few more toss-outs under the belt as well. The ring is starting to dwindle down to the final handful of competitors. Ivy Nile, I hope I said that correctly, eliminates Natalia and then fires up on Shayna Baszler with strikes. Baszler and Stark team up on her and then throw her out for the latest elimination. We're down to Baszler, Stark, Mission, and Rodriguez. Baszler and Stark throw out Mission. Rodriguez throws on Baszler. Baszler trips Rodriguez from the floor. Rodriguez pushes Stark off the apron, but Baszler saves her. Rodriguez knocks her off again and wins. And comes Chelsea Green, who was apparently never eliminated. She sneaks behind Rodriguez, who ends up eliminating her anyways for the win. With the win, Rodriguez moves on to Elimination Chamber. Winner and qualifying for Elimination Chamber is Raquel Rodriguez. Alright, on this one, we have Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax split screen interview. Backstage, we see main event Jey Uso hyped up and talking into the camera about how he's gonna become the IC champ tonight. We see Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax getting wired up for a satellite interview. We head to another commercial break. When we return, we shoot to a Ripley and Jax split screen interview conducted by Cole McAfee. They also ask one question. Ripley talks about her excitement about. Shit, you gotta be kidding me. Sorry guys, something popped up. I don't know what, I ain't hit nothing. Man. Okay, let me restart this again. We return split screen conducted by McAfee, about as a WWE superstar in Australia. Nia Jax says she has more talent than God damn it, let me restart over again. I'm sorry guys. When we turn, we shoot on Jackson's split screen. Jackson. I'm sorry. Ripley and Jax. Split interview conducted by Cole and McAfee. They only ask one question. Ripley talks about her excitement about performing as a WWE superstar in Australia. Nia Jax says she has more talent than her and is going to squash her. Ripley says she can talk and attack her from behind all she wants, but she's still going to lose. Nia Jax is going to lose this Saturday. So next match is the third match, which is Awesome Truth and DIY versus the Judgment Day. We see Jackie Raymond doing a walk and talk with R-Truth as they talk about his early days with Judgment Day. He calls it historic, like the first time John Cena put on a pair of jean shorts. After we cut to Michael Chandler in the arena, the UFC lightweight contender cuts a promo calling out Conor McGregor. Oh shit, I wonder what's gonna happen with that one. Now Chad Gable talks into the camera from the backstage about leaving his crew in the back. Ivar will do the same for their final for the fight later tonight. Ivar is then shown and agrees back in the ring. R-Truth's theme hits, and he comes out in a ring coat that he was wearing for his walk and talk with Redmond earlier. The Miz's theme hits next, and out he comes. DIY makes their way out next after Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa settle in the ring. The Judgment Day theme hits. The bell sounds. We're officially off and running with this one. After some early action, we head into a mid-match commercial break. When we return, we see Ciampa and Dominic Mysterio brawling until Finn Balor tags in and takes over for the Judgment Day. We see some more bang for the action, and then we head to another mid-match commercial break. When we return, we see True fire up on offense, an early pull of the upset. Ultimately, Priest hits his South of Heaven chokeslam for the win. The Judgment Day win. Damn. All right. We see a video package recapping The Rock's appearance joining the Bloodline on last week's WWE Friday Night SmackDown. When we see Becky Lynch walking backstage as we head into another commercial break. When we return, we see Jackie Redmond backstage with Sami Zayn. Almost like Sammy Guevara. Sami Zayn, who talks about believing in his heart and that there is still a path for him to WrestleMania. He is confident he will become a champion. Back to the arena, Becky Lynch's theme hits, and out comes the man. And as Cole and McAfee reminds us, she will be in the Elimination Chamber match this weekend in Perth. She talks about about the chamber a bit, and then it is interrupted by Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan and Lynch go back and forth on the mic for a moment or so, and then Raquel Rodriguez comes out. She doesn't get to say much before Tiffany Stratton comes out. She battles for a minute, and then Naomi comes out. Bianca Belair comes out and heels, and super hiked up skirt / dress. Yikes. Okay. They talk back and forth and end up brawling. Nia Jax hits the ring from behind and ragdolls all of them one by one. After this wraps up, we head to Gunther responding to Jey Uso's comments from early to hype their IC title showdown later. Alright, next match is Chad Gable versus Ivar. We see Chad Gable makes his way to the ring. We cut to a message from Shinsuke Nakamura, who calls out Sami Zayn for playing victim and trying to get sympathy. He challenges him to another fight anytime, anywhere. We see Callum Walsh, an Irish boxer, make a cameo appearance in the ring. Ivar's theme hits, and he makes his way out alone, as did Gable for this one-on-one fight. The bell sounds, and these two immediately get after it. Gable does well early on, as McAfee sings the praises of his Olympic background. The fight spills out to the floor, where Ivar takes over. Now we see Ivar hit a powerbomb on Gable on the barricade and into the crowd. He looks down at Gable as we head to a mid-match commercial break. On that note, when we return from the break, we see Ivar still dominating the action. He lays out Gable and heads to the top row for big Viking splash for a close 2 count. He heads back up for a moonsault, but Gable hoists Ivar up for a huge German suplex. He pulls the strap down, and the crowd roars. Now Gable heads to the top rope. He connects with the moonsault and goes for the cover, but Ivar kicks out. Gable slaps on the ankle lock, and Ivar taps out. So the winner is Chad Gable. Alright, Cole and McAfee. God damn it. Not you guys, it's... Alright. Alright, we see, we have Cole and McAfee run down the lineup for Saturday's WWE Elimination Chamber, Perth at 5 a.m. Yikes, after that. Kathy Kelly is backstage with Drew McIntyre. He commands Cody for being on an impressive run and touts, being the first person to beat him in a long time. She asks if the bloodline interfering takes away from that. He says no. He then mentions how he's going to SmackDown and to beat LA Knight, and then he's going to Perth to win the Chamber. He calls himself the true workhorse of WWE and future champion. We had to another commercial break. All right, main event time. Gunther, who is the champion, versus main event Jey Uso. It's main event time. The New Day are shown backstage. When we return before our main event, they announce a street fight against Imperium for next week's post elimination chamber show in San Jose. Also announced that Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura backstage inside the arena. We see John Crimber, the number 3 bull rider in the role, being shown in the front row in a cameo appearance. The theme for Gunther hits and outcomes for the longest reigning WWE Intercontinental Champion of all time for his latest defense. Main event Jey Uso enters 2 hits next, and out comes the fan favorite WWE veteran to a big pop and a sea of fans doing the wave. Along with him on the ropes, Pat McAfee also jumps on the commentary desk and does it along with him as always. The ring announcer Samantha Irvin handles the final formal pre-match ring, introduces for the champion and the challenger, and then the bell sounds to get this high stakes title tilt off running. They go face to face, and Gunther pushes Uso, who slaps him back. They start to mix up, and Uso does well early on, but it isn't a long at all before the ring general takes over as he does. We shift gears and head to a mid-match commercial break. As the main event of the evening continues, when we return, we see the IC champ still mauling the challenger. The fight spills out to the floor where Gunther continues to punish Uso. Uso to fight back and hits a big Samoan drop that slams Gunther on the commentary desk. The fans break out in a yeet yeet chant as Uso goes back to work on Gunther inside the ring. Uso goes for a big spot but Gunther avoids it and counters with a huge drop kick, throwing off his incredible agility for such a big man. He hits a big powerbomb for a close 2 count. He slaps a Boston Crab on Uso and cranks back on it. With the vengeance, Uso escapes. Jey starts to fight back. Gunther charges at him, but Uso drops down and pulls down the top rope, sending the big man sailing over and crashing out on the floor down below. Uso hits the ropes to build a full head of steam, and then hits a big splash on Gunther on the floor. We head to a second mid-match commercial break. When we return, we see Uso fighting from underneath back into competitive. From ultimately taking over, he hits 3 big spears and then a top rope Uso splash. He seems to have Gunther finished. But when he goes for the pin, the bell starts ringing. As the ref is doing the count, this stops the action where we see a man in a hoodie doing the bell ringing. It turns out to be by Jey's brother Jimmy Uso of the Bloodline. Jey hits a big diving splash onto Jimmy on the floor. However, he returns to the ring where Gunther finishes him off for the win to retain. Jimmy attacks Jey again after the match. He yells in his face that no matter how big Jey gets, he always the big brother. Jimmy, he then goes to the top rope and hits an Uso splash of his own on his little brother as the fans loudly boo. He hits another one off the top and throws up the "We are we the ones" gesture as this week's show goes off. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of messed up. He cheated, and he interfered in his brother's main event match, all that stuff. So yeah, so tonight was pretty good and stuff. It was alright, but as always, how WWE is all the time. Not good, so good, whatever. But anyways, that was all good and fun games. But that was it, and hope you guys didn't get confused about Daniel Duke Collision or not. But whatever. Anyways, that was it for this video, and hope you enjoy it. And not whatever. So like and subscribe, favorite, and all that stuff. So yeah, anyways, that was it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Laters.